This is Caitlin Clark, and if you don't already know, she's one of the all-time greats the game of basketball has ever seen. While the women's game might still be behind the times in terms of playing style and skill development, Clark is helping to rapidly change all of that. And it's time to break down what has made her the soon-to-be all-time leading scorer in college basketball history. Before we get into all the beautiful scoring, I want to go on the record to say her passing might be her best skill that she has. The vision, timing, and accuracy is unparalleled and also a revelation for a player who can score the ball better than anybody on the court ever has. First off, in transition, all eyes of the defense must be on her, and she takes advantage of this multiple times a game. Plus, she can spot a defender's eyes down in a heartbeat and make precision semi-lobs while on the run. This even got tipped, but was still perfectly on target for her teammate to lay it in. She's not afraid to fire the ball in small spaces. She's got the attention of 3 defenders near her, but she spots this player calling out for someone to pick up the cutter behind her. Again, it's tipped, but still on time and on target for yet another layup for a teammate. She plays with such pace that the other team cannot keep up. Plus, she likes throwing 50-foot bounce passes that lead cutters right to the basket. Even if they don't always score, it's still a great look. And the fear of hitting cutters for layups in transition forces extra defenders into the paint early, so she'll just fire a 40-foot pass on the money to open shooters. It's a small detail, but even a pass like this works better because it leads her teammate to the spot she wants to shoot without having to slow down or reach back to catch it. Just watch how quickly the defense gets drawn to her when the ball gets in her hands, but then check how fast she can react with yet another beautiful bounce pass, a skill that I'm worried is going away. And in case you think it was just the Michigan defense she torched for all these great transition passes, she's been doing it her whole career, and this kind of up-court passing not only stretches the defense, but keeps her teammates happy. Now let's get to her scoring, since that's why we're here. Lest you think she'd be nervous in a game this historic when she needed only 8 points to break the record, ha! She went right after it from the get-go. A pound cross gets her to the elbow, then expert read to spin when she gets cut off, and a nice little kiss off the glass with touch. The Hawkeyes love to set her quick pin-aways out of the delayed fast break in order to catch the defense out of position. The slightest tap on her defender gets her separation, and I'm wondering why the second screener's defender didn't step up on the most prolific scorer the game has ever seen. Clark prefers to step into a hop, and it gives her the kind of springy jump and quick release rhythm that keeps her at an elite percentage at over 13 attempts per game. And then there was this, the shot to break the record for all-time women's scoring, and it was YOLO. Almost like she was saying, let's get this over with so we can focus on the game itself. From the hash mark logo, she lifts both feet as she gathers the dribble, then hops into this 38-footer that drops so cleanly through the net it was flabbergasting. She's got in the gym range, which has turned the women's game on its head since we'd never really seen someone with the audacity to pull from this far, this quick before. And in case you thought it was a fluke, she did it again a few minutes later, and this time as an and one when a defender took away her landing space. On this shot, notice how she floats the dribble up and then dips it down before shooting, basically turning this into a catch and shoot, and it's one of my secrets to generating power off the dribble from deep. Her dribbling skills are also next level. She uses the skip dribble to slow down, then behind the back gallop, split tween to get low and go, and then the nice jump stop past the help defender and through contact off the glass for the and one. The mixture of dribbling and finishing like this is a revelation, and we should see a lot more players opening up their game after she graduates. It's exciting to me to think that a new generation of girls can study what Clark is doing and start emulating it on the court, raising the skill level of what women can do with the ball in their hands. And while there certainly is a difference between the men's and women's game, they both can use Manscaped to make sure they're in smooth playing shape. The Lawnmower 5.0 isn't just about trimming below the belt, guys. My wife loves using it in the shower on her legs since it's waterproof, rechargeable, and has a dual LED spotlight on it. And women have hair in their noses too, right? Their Weed Whacker is a painless solution to unwanted nose hairs and a must-have for every bathroom. But that's not all. They've got a brand new face shaver called the Handyman. The most important feature is the dual blade that gets you a quick, close shave. It can handle up to 3 days of growth, it's waterproof for quick and easy cleanup, the battery is rechargeable, and gives you up to 60 minutes of runtime on a single charge. It also features skin-safe technology designed to help reduce nicks and cuts. Best of all, I can save you 20% off this beauty and everything else you include in your order, so make sure you go to manscaped.com, use my code BBALL, and check out all of their incredible products, things I use every day to look good, smell good, and feel good. Iowa uses the pick and roll mostly in end-of-clock situations, and it's not just that she's pulling from the wings of the Hawkeye, but check how she floats the ball, it's still spinning in her hand, adds a skip into sidestep for more space to get this off. It's legal because the dribble ends when her right foot lands, she's allowed to pick both feet up and land both feet together into the jump. Watch how the entire defense converges to the paint area on her drive before stepping back into another deep three. Now, does she get a pass from the refs on this push-off? Probably, but more expert footwork as she ends the dribble here on the right foot plant, enabling her to create an extra few feet of space by sidestepping to the left while keeping her shooting hip and elbow aligned to the hoop. As if I couldn't be more enamored with her game, she then uncorks a one-footed 40-footer and gave it a serious ride. Hard to believe a defender would let Clark get this close to the basket without anybody near her, but Michigan is ranked 155th in scoring defense for a reason. And here's another step hop into a quick release that should be considered open when a defender gets there that late. A favorite set the Hawkeyes like to run is this get action into a keep that flows immediately into a pin down then ball screen. With shooters on the right side, the defense doesn't want to help, but the Rollers defender needed to get in front of the ball. Allowing Clark an unadulterated layup is hard to fathom. Make anybody else beat you. On an inbounds play, the most dangerous player is often the inbounder. The simple handoff catches a defender a step behind, and remember, for a righty going to their left, the shot is easier because their hip and elbow are already aligned to the basket. Notice the ball float, dip, and step hop all combined for one of the best looking jumpers I've seen, and it's the result of modern methods of shooting being applied, something more and more women will be utilizing for great results. Caitlin Clark has the whole package, from deep shooting off the dribble, to catch and shoot, to moving without the basketball. She's caught in an awkward position, yet in one move passes to the high post, cuts to the basket, and gets the slick pass right back for an easy layup against a defense that should be completely focused on stopping her. Even more understanding of moving without the ball. They try to set a zipper screen for her up to the top of the key, but watch how the defense top locks her. The subtle push-off serves both to get the defense off of her, but also helps leverage her cut back to the left corner. And the speed with which she can rotate to the basket, get her feet down, and the shot up makes it almost unfair to her defender. Sometimes the spacing in their offense isn't very optimal, and yet Clark still makes it work. Here, coming off the pin away for the catch, she's got two teammates in the lane taking up space. She still drives right into the teeth of the defense, and let's face it, the level of resistance she meets is suboptimal. Leaving defenders out on an island out top just isn't fair, and yet Michigan doesn't seem concerned with helping when Clark does the hezzy shot fake off the dribble, getting her defender to sit up before crossing over and getting right to the front of the rim with no resistance. The key to faking out the defender is the eye gaze to the rim, simulating the shot as her right hand moves to within an inch of the ball. The rest is easy once you catch them lunging. Here's that same get action keep that leads into the pin down, which makes it very hard for the defender to keep up, especially when her own teammate sets a screen on her. 3 defenders go to her, and this is a big reason why help defenders are worried about getting too close. She's got a wide open corner 3 if she wants it, or a no-look dump-off pass for a teammate for a layup. There really are no good choices when defending someone this good at both passing and scoring. I mean, even the passes that aren't successful display a level of vision and anticipation that is beyond this level of basketball. She begins to throw this pass way before it's clear her teammate is going to be open, but she knows the second the defender makes contact with the screen, it's over. And her aggression to the hoop could have been frustrating for her since 3 defenders surround her, but she's got good cutters in this team, and Clark's ability to quick flip passes is remarkable. There isn't a pass she can't make in the half court, as the slip ball screen gets the roller a half-step advantage. She's throwing it before her teammate even turns her head to the ball, but it sits up perfectly for an easy catch, easy finish. Remember what I said about no fear throwing into small spaces? On that baseline out of bounds handoff play, the second action is a slipped pin down into a backdoor cut. Clark throws his fading away on a laser where only her teammate can catch, and then impressively does the rest for the and one. And even when all seems lost after the drive has been cut off and the lane is clogged, she's patient, poised, and knows exactly where to find the open player by whistling it through 2 defenders for the wide open shot. And to seal in her practice of a 49-point night, a little cross screen at the top of the key catches her defender stuck, and the help defense is way too low, so she step hops into another three, moving to her left. And this game and the record is finished, with Clark on her way to the men's record in a couple more games, but more importantly, her legacy will impact the women's game in a profound way and increase the skill levels to new heights.